In the current digital era, screen time has ingrained itself into our everyday routines and frequently has unforeseen negative effects on our mental and emotional health. Even though technology has many advantages, too much screen time can have a detrimental effect on relationships, work, and sleep. People can regain their time and improve their general quality of life by cutting back on screen usage. Here are 7 compelling reasons why cutting back on screen time could lead to greater happiness and productivity. Number 7, better sleep quality. The blue light that screens emit disrupts the body's normal circadian cycles, which is the main cause of the negative impacts of screen time on sleep quality. The circadian rhythm is a biological clock that regulates sleep-wake cycles, and exposure to blue light in the evening can trick the brain into thinking it is still daytime. Melatonin synthesis is inhibited as a result, which makes it harder to fall and remain asleep. Research indicates that individuals who engage with screens before bedtime often experience longer sleep latency, the time it takes to fall asleep, and poorer sleep quality overall. Experts advise creating a digital sunset, a time when screens are switched off for at least an hour before bedtime to counteract this. Instead, people can engage in relaxing activities like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or using relaxation techniques. This modification not only helps to improve the quality of sleep, but also enhances general cognitive function, emotional regulation, and physical health, because restorative sleep is necessary for maintaining energy levels and mental clarity throughout the day. Number 6, lower stress and anxiety. Increased tension and anxiety levels can be greatly exacerbated by the ubiquitous nature of digital technology. Users are frequently forced to exhibit idealized versions of their life on social media platforms, which encourages continual comparison with others. The fear of missing out, which makes people nervous about missing out on social gatherings or trends they see online, makes this situation worse. Furthermore, the constant onslaught of notifications from social media, emails, and messages can instill a sense of urgency that puts people on high alert. Individuals can lessen these pressures by purposefully cutting back on screen usage, particularly on social media. Offline pursuits like yoga, mindfulness meditation, or just spending time outside promote a sense of presence and mental relaxation that is frequently lacking in the digital age. According to studies, spending time in nature can greatly reduce stress and elevate mood, offering a much-needed break from the stresses of contemporary life. In the end, removing people from screens helps them re-establish a connection with themselves and their environment, which in turn enhances their mental health. Number 5, enhanced focus and productivity. High screen usage has been demonstrated to fragment attention and reduce productivity in a period of continual connectivity and multitasking. Emails, texts, and social media alerts are just a few of the many notifications that the typical individual receives throughout the day. This can cause disarray and task switching. Due to the brain's difficulty refocusing after each interruption, multitasking has been shown to lower productivity by up to 40%. People can create an environment that supports deep work by purposefully cutting back on screen use during work hours, for example, by instituting no screen intervals, or by employing apps that block distracting websites. While allowing for frequent mental breaks, strategies like the Pomodoro technique, which involves working for 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break, encourage persistent focus. In addition to improving focus, this methodical technique results in better job productivity and increased task completion satisfaction. Additionally, less screen distractions free up mental energy for original thought and creative problem solving, which boosts productivity even more. Number 4, stronger relationships. Technology makes it easier to communicate over long distances, but when in person, contacts are disregarded. it can paradoxically result in feelings of loneliness. People who spend too much time on screens tend to value virtual interactions above deep, in-person relationships. People lose out on possibilities for real connection and shared experiences that build relationships when they use their gadgets during social gatherings to check notifications or browse through feeds. Reducing screen time can help people have more meaningful interactions and develop stronger emotional bonds with friends and family, especially during meals or social gatherings. Bonding experiences, which are crucial for emotional support and fulfillment, can be strengthened by engaging in activities like board games, cooking together, or just taking walks. Prioritizing in-person contacts over virtual ones greatly enhances overall well-being because research indicates that strong interpersonal relationships are associated with greater pleasure and lifespan. Number 3, increased physical activity. Serious health hazards such as obesity, cardiovascular disease, and musculoskeletal issues from extended sitting are linked to the sedentary lifestyle that comes with excessive screen usage. When people use screens, they frequently spend hours on sedentary activities, like browsing through social media feeds or binge-watching television instead of exercising. By intentionally cutting back on screen time, particularly during free time, people create more time for exercise and mobility. Regular physical activity has significant positive impacts on mental health, in addition to reducing the detrimental health effects of sedentary behavior. Endorphins, sometimes known as feel-good hormones, are released during exercise and improve mood while lowering anxiety and depressive symptoms. Walking, dancing, cycling, and participating in group sports are examples of activities that not only increase physical fitness, but also offer chances for social connection and community involvement. People can develop healthier lives that support both physical and emotional well-being by placing a higher priority on physical activity than screen usage. Number 2, greater self-awareness. Many people are stuck in cycles of comparison in this era of social media impact, which can erode their sense of self-worth and acceptability. Continuous exposure to carefully manicured online personas frequently causes people to compare their own lives to exaggerated expectations of others, whether they be beauty standards or career success, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy or discontent with one's own situation. People can escape this cycle of comparison and concentrate on their own life without the distraction of online validation by cutting back on their screen time. By assisting people in identifying their values, abilities, and areas for development without outside distractions, offline activities like journaling or mindfulness practice can promote self-reflection and personal development. More self-awareness and self-acceptance are fostered by this process. People gain emotional resilience and higher self-esteem as they learn to value their own successes and special traits without always comparing them to others. Number 1, improved creativity and mindfulness. Instead of encouraging active interaction with one's environment or creative endeavors, excessive screen time frequently results in passive consumption. Instead of engaging in activities that foster creativity or mindfulness, a condition in which one is totally present in the moment, without interruptions or judgments about thoughts or feelings, many individuals find themselves aimlessly scrolling through feeds. Cutting back on screen time encourages people to take up new pastimes that demand active participation and promote creative expression, like painting, poetry writing, creating, or playing musical instruments. These activities serve as powerful stress relievers that support mental health in addition to giving people a creative outlet. Furthermore, reducing screen time frees up time for mindfulness exercises, such as meditation or just taking in the scenery, which have been demonstrated to lower anxiety levels while improving mental clarity and emotional stability. By letting the mind roam freely without being constrained by technology, mindfulness techniques promote both mental well-being and creative thinking. They do this by encouraging an awareness of thoughts without passing judgment and cultivating thankfulness for ordinary occurrences. People can create a more balanced and satisfying existence by putting sleep first, developing deep connections, and participating in creative and athletic endeavours. Adopting a more positive relationship with technology not only enhances mental health, but also creates chances for individual development and stronger interpersonal relationships. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.